Greetings and salutations, it's Carla from More Talk JA, and I'm here, strangely enough, with an emancipation musing on love, of all things. And it may seem strange to be thinking or talking about love in this time when we should be talking about slavery and abolition, and everybody should be saying, "Up you mighty race," and everybody's just going to hashtag emancipate yourself from mental slavery. But there are a few things in this world that have the ability to make us feel as emancipated or as oppressed, and really just unfree as love. So I think it's an appropriate time to talk about it. Specifically, what it means when we say that we love somebody. For me, recently, like I've been thinking about it. When I say I love you to somebody, what does that mean? I love you is one of the most powerful phrases that a person will ever say to another person. I mean, I love you. People invest an entire lifetime trying to get somebody to admit that they love them or feel that they love them or say that they love them. And once somebody has said that they love you, you can invest an entire lifetime behind that. It's amazing and it's powerful. But what is the other side of I love you? And I've started thinking to myself, when I say I love you to somebody, for me, what that means is that this feeling means I want their life to be better. So my love for you is something that should do some type of productive work to make your life better and different in some way. Sometimes when people tell us that they love us, and that love does not make our lives better, we can start to feel as though the person does not love us. And then we get back and forth inside of this type of flux because, when they make a gesture and it seems like they're acting according to what they have said, then we're like, yes, they love us. And then they go back and the bottom falls out and realize that, oh my God, there doesn't seem to be any foundation here. You're like, oh, they don't love us. Stop that. You're wasting your time. Don't go back and forth about whether or not a person loves you. If a person says that they love you, most likely they do love you. What you actually need to be thinking through and working through is whether or not this person's love for you can do the type of productive work that you need people who love you, the love, to get done for you. And that's where the challenge really comes in. I love you is lovely, and love is lovely, and it's an emotion, it's a sentiment, it's strong, it's powerful. But for me, love has to do something. Love has to do some type of productive work. I used to be the type of person, okay, recently a friend of mine came to me and said, listen, I have to cut ties with you. Why? Well, my partner and I are trying to get back together, and the partner is not comfortable with you being present because they feel like there is lingering romantic feelings and whatever, they don't feel secure having you around. So, I think I have to cut ties with you. Or I'm wondering, I'm thinking, what do you think? And I thought about it. And normally I would have made a big scene and I would have said, oh, the partner is unfair. And I would have been like, oh my God, how can he be asking me this choice and whatever. But for me, it was not an easy decision, but what needed to happen was clear. If what you need in this moment is to figure things out with your partner, and the thing that's standing in the way of that is me, then you need to let go of me. Is that easy for me? No. Do I want to lose my friend? No. Do I want to lose the possibility of all the things that we could have done together in the future, all the experiences and all the sharing? And no. But is this about me? No. It is about me in that this is one of those moments where I'm being asked to decide what my love for you can do for you. And my love for you will allow me to let you go because that is what is in your best interest. So when I talk about the productive work that love does, that's what I'm talking about. And sometimes it's not that simple, especially when you're talking about deep romantic entanglements, etc., etc., etc. It can be much more difficult to decide to let a person go. But whether you decide to let go or to hold on, love should impact every area of your relationship with a person. You shouldn't love a person and disrespect them. You shouldn't love a person and treat them as though they're the most amazing thing you've ever seen in one moment and like they're without value in another. You shouldn't love a person and act as though they are replaceable or like you can dismiss them at a moment's notice. You should not love a person and do those things. This is my personal opinion because I know that we love people and do these things all the time. I've been guilty of doing these things. I've hurt several people that I've loved. But from here on in, my position on it is that if I love you, and I'm not going to be perfect at it, but I'm going to do my best to make sure that in every area of my interaction with you, my love does the productive work to try to make your life better. Some of the things we have to do to make people's lives better will look very strange. They will look bizarre. And sometimes our love for ourselves has to supersede our love for the other person, and we have to do what we have to do to protect ourselves from especially people who claim that they love us but don't act in accordance with it. It's complicated. Life is long and it's complicated, and the decisions that we make in one day will seem like utter stupidity the next time. But at the end of the day, If there's one thing that I could say to you about freeing yourself and emancipating yourself, is this: free yourself from this idea that I love you will fix things. And free yourself from this idea that feeling love towards a person is the end all be all of anything. If you want to make a better world and you want to make better relationships, then realize that it's going to take work. And that I love you is a starting point, but the work that you do behind I love you is what actually makes or breaks and decides the quality of the life that you enjoy and the quality of the relationships that you enjoy. So the next time you tell somebody I love you, ask yourself, what productive work is my love doing for this person? And having said that, do my other actions towards this person match up to convince them that what I'm saying is true? Love, peace, chicken grease. I don't know where the children are hanging out nowadays because I'm so old. I'm so old. I don't know. Wherever the children are hanging out, nigger, I don't know one of them. Don't drink and drive. Like, don't walk in the middle of the street when you're drunk. And if you're going to dance or wine on somebody, make sure that somebody is not somebody. And if that somebody does have a somebody, make sure that you have a somebody who's watching out for when somebody appears. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Big up on yourself, and I will see you soon.